Welcome to the Vault Archons. This is the Keeper of Keys, Kraz, and tonight we're gonna crack a deck. So, which edition do you think that was? Any guesses? Anybody? Anybody? What edition is it looking like? So I guess we're not going to get an interesting name on this one. So we've got Nepongo, the Inquisitor of Astrology. So we've got Mars, Untamed, and Logos. You never know what you're going to get when you open these. I mean, you really don't. This could be an amazing deck. Every house combination can be an amazing deck. You can get some incredibly cool stuff in these things. It's been a while since we've opened a Maverick. You know, I'm kind of wondering where our Mavericks are. So let's see what we got. Bouncing Deathquark. Good board clear. Okay, now we do need a lot of creatures to make Bouncing Deathquark useful, because we have to be able to burn our own creatures. Effervescent Principle. This is a good one. We've got some Amber control. I like seeing that. So starting off good. Lab Work. Okay, we got some Archive. I like seeing that. So still a good deck. Looking good still. Phase Shift. I like seeing this card. There's a lot of cool stuff Phase Shift can do. Maybe we'll have two of those. Ooh, Scrambler Storm. This is also a really good card. It just shuts your opponent down. I love these kind of cards. Twin Bolt Emissions. This is great for clearing off those little annoying creatures. It really is. Wild Wormhole. Now, if we have the things that could be dangerous already in our hand, this is a good card. But we have to have the stuff that's dangerous in our hand. Dexter. This guy's great. It's a creature that cycles. I really like this guy. Mother. Card Advantage. Really nice card to see. Really good. More Card Advantage. We have two of those. That's really good. I like seeing that. Oh, Titan Mechanics. So we can make the keys cost less. So if we have things like Key Abduction, if we have a lot of key abilities in the other two houses, oh, this would be amazing. Vespilian Therapist. So this one, Theorist. This guy's elusive, strength 2. I don't remember this guy because I haven't drawn a lot of this guy. So choose a house, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is of that house, archive it and gain 1. Otherwise, discard it. So this could be really good, but it can also be really bad. We could end up discarding a card we really want. Oh, man, that is a... This is why I don't remember this card, because it has a discard our own cards ability, and I don't like those kind of cards. I wouldn't use them that way. So then we've got Ammonia Cloud. So that's the only card in there I don't like. Deep Probe, another Card Advantage card. Oh, I hope we have two of these. Give us two of these. Come on. Oh, Mothership Support. One of my least favorite of the damage ones. Because it requires creatures, so we need a lot of creatures now. Orbital Bombardment. Now we really need a lot of creatures, but this is cards, so we still need a lot of creatures for that other one. Soft Landing. I don't really like Soft Landing very much. I prefer Squawker. Mother Gun. No. This is good damage. We've got a lot of damage here. Hold on. Maybe this is some kind of crazy direct damage burn deck. Maybe. Let's see. Swapper Widget. So another card that isn't the best, or does this come from our hand or discard? Yeah, it's from our hand. So it can be useful, but we need the creatures for it. Mind Warper. Okay, so now we're starting to see creatures. So let's see how all this synergizes at the end. Oh, we've got a Tunk. Not bad. Got a Ulyug Megamouth. So, yeah. Vegemouth Thinkdrome, I prefer other cards, but he's still a good one. The Bolter. This guy's a good capture. So that helps. And then we've got Lost in the Woods. After that, we've got Nature's Call. Now, there is a combination we could see in here that would be amazing. We've got a Regrowth. That's nice. We've got a Troop Call. Just checking. Sometimes the cards stick together. We've got a Fuzzy Gruen. We've got a Halcor. We've got a Niffleape. Oh, that's good. We've got a lot of cards left. I hope this is all Niffle. A Niffleape. A Niffleape. A Niffle Queen. Oh, give us another Queen. Oh, Witch of the Eye. Oh, that's such a good card. And a Way of the Wolf. Okay, hold on. Now we have to go back through it. So hold on. Let me get a drink. Oh, sorry about that. It's all the way on the other side of the room. That was really interesting at the end there. So let's take another look at that. And see what we got here, shall we? Okay, so we've got a Way of the Wolf, Witch of the Eye, a Niffle Queen, 3 Niffle Apes. I mean, we can dominate the board if we can keep that Witch of the Eye out. We can also regrow the Witch of the Eye. We can clear enemy creatures off. We can clear some of our own creatures off, but that's not that big of a deal if we're clearing off other creatures like the Fuzzy Gruen and shuffling it back into our deck. That would be good. Let's see, what else could we shuffle back into our deck? If we think they're going to clear the Witch, we could then shuffle it back into the deck. That could be useful. Don't really, I mean, it's an okay Mars. It's a weak creature board. Don't need this card. It relies a lot on. I mean, there's 2 good card ones. It has a lot of direct damage. Good card. I mean, there's a lot of direct damage there. Good card draw. More direct damage. But it just doesn't have a ton of Amber control. It doesn't have a lot of board wipes. I mean, it's a cool deck. I mean, it's got the Troop Call. And it's got a really nice board to go with it. It's got a great combination back here. The Witch of the Eye can bring back other things. So the Witch of the Eye could bring back Orbital Bombardment, could bring back Deep Probe and just keep hitting their hand over and over and over again with that. It could bring back Mother to get the card advantage back after they've killed it. You know, it can bring back Scrambler Storm. It can bring back Effervescent Principle and Bouncing Death Quark. So it can do some cool things, but still, its board is kind of, I mean, it's back. This board back here is amazing, but its overall board, you know, is not that spectacular. You know, it's just, and it doesn't have the board wipes to make up for it. Now, it does have a ton of damage, so I'm curious how that's going to play out. Doesn't have a massive amount of Amber control though, you know, so it just doesn't fall into the category with enough Amber control for me. So still a very interesting deck. So the next thing we're going to look at, I know you guys are thinking, oh, he's just going to do one video, right? So the next one we're going to look at is a very interesting deck. I'm curious what you guys will think about it. So let me see, is this the one I'm thinking of? Okay, yep, this is it. I don't know if you guys could see what I was looking at. If you could, well, then you already know what you're in for. If not, well, here we go. So I got to get this pull tab on this thing. And these, let's see, is that the right side? Maybe not. Okay, no, here we go. Got to get these pull tabs, and they're not very easy to get a hold of on the first print. But there we go. We're into the package. No going back. And we'll just take that, put that right over there. Put this right here, and we'll get started. So I'm shaking a little bit for this deck. This has something really cool in it. Anger. So that's not what I'm talking about. That's really cool in here. You know, follow the leader would have been good, but there we go. Burn the stockpile. Good Amber control. Not the most powerful, but still a really good one to have. Follow the leader. Now, I like seeing that card. That's really good if we have a good board. A Banner of Battle. Oh, man. This is going to make our entire board better. I hope we have a lot of creatures. Just start pulling creatures now. Don't need anything else, just creatures. Oh, okay. So we have a Mighty Javelin. This can be useful. We can clear off things like the Restring Guntus with it and things like that. We've got a Valdir. Oh, we're seeing creatures now. This is good. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, Gangar Chieftain. Oh, we can use her right off the bat. Oh, this is so good. A Grenade Snip. So we have some amber gain here, and we can just throw this guy at the enemy. He is one of the bravest creatures in Brobnar. He just dives right at him. I love that guy. Then we have a Headhunter. Now this is just a nice fight. Gain amber. We're going to be getting amber as we play. Crump. Now this is a nice, just hit him and take some amber away from him when you destroy one of their creatures. Then we have Troll. This is just a nice, powerful creature. Love seeing this guy. And then we have an Arise! Arise, Brobnar! I mean, oh man, this is so good. Like, oh man, look at that. Isn't that just amazing? So for you guys out there that love combat decks, big board decks, now that's a board. Okay, so let's continue on, shall we? Okay, so after that, we've got an Ammonia Cloud. Now, this deck doesn't contain some of the other stuff, but that was just amazing. I love that house. Then we have an EMP Blast, so we can deal with artifacts. It's not a bad deck. We've got a Key Abduction, so we can forge another key. We can use that Arise outside a house if we want to, but that's still such a cool place for it to be. Then we have a Phosphorus Stars, nice board stun. And we've got 2 of those. So if we're dealing with our Mars turn to get that key out, we have some ways to take care of the board. We have a Mother Gun, and this is just a great card to have. This is a lot of damage to throw down. And then we're starting into a board. So you can tell this is going to be a nice board also. So we've got a Tunk and an Oyug Megamouth. Now, this actually works good in this deck. We have some really powerful creatures up in Brobnar we can use with this to destroy additional amber on the turn or gain amber. There's things we can do. Then we've got a Bolter. This is a Purge card. I love seeing Bolters. These guys are amazing. And we've got 2 of them in here. So this deck is going to be really tough on people that want to try and keep those weaker creatures around. I really, really like this guy. And remember, he's a strength 4 in this deck, not a strength 3, right? Because we have ye olde Banner of Battle. So our creatures are all stronger. This whole board is stronger. Everything is +1. Now, if they can artifact control us and get rid of it, we lose that +1, but we're going to get it back. Very few decks have Purge from the discard. Now, some do, and those are going to be a pain, but still very cool. And we've got a second Red Planet Ray Gun. Now, this is still a great card because we have so many creatures to take advantage of it. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, we only have 4 creatures there. Whoop. Smaller board than I was remembering. But still, this is still a lot of damage to lay down. So we can put a lot of damage down on the enemy. After that, we've got Hidden Stash. So we actually have an archive card, so this is really good. I really wish we had like a bait and switch here. But now we have a Nerve Blast, and that's just a nice card to have. We've got an Oboulette to get rid of those weak little creatures that are so annoying. We've got a Pawn Sacrifice, again, to get rid of those weak little creatures that are annoying. We've got a Seeker Needle to get rid of those weak little creatures that are annoying. You seeing the theme yet? And then we've got another one of those. So a Restring Guntus deck is going to have such a hard time with this unless they have that combination I showed that actually shuts down your play entirely. Now there are some Omni cards in here that can then be used on that Restring Guntus deck, so you're not completely helpless if you're facing one of those. You just need to draw that card on your first hand, or as close to it as possible. Then we've got a Bad Penny, really nice card. Then we've got a Nexus. It really works well with the cards in this deck. Then we've got a Naughty the Thief, so we have more artifact control. This is more steel. Then we've got an Old Bruno. This is a nice capture to have. Then we've got a Smiling Ruth. Now, when we forge keys, we get to take over a creature. If you plan this well, this is a really good card to have. And then we've got an Umbra. So overall, this is just a really cool deck. I mean, it's not the most powerful, you know, far from it, but it's just cool. Like, against a Restringuntus, this thing is just going to rip the Restringuntus apart if they play it at the wrong time. If they don't have that game-ending combination, this is just going to, this is going to be bad for them. But it does lack amber control. Like, it only has a little bit of steel in here. It's just not very amber control-y. And that's really the downside of this deck. It's a cool deck, though. I mean, like, Brobnar Arise, right? With this board. It's got a huge board. You can arise that and drop that whole thing on the same turn, and next turn it's all ready to be used. I mean, if they can't board wipe you, they're in so much trouble. Or you could just arise another house. There's other good houses in here. That's just so cool. And I'm going to leave that on this side. And so this is how I keep my Maverick decks. I put the house that the Maverick is in. I put the house that the Maverick is in facing out, and so they're very easy to tell. But that is just so incredibly cool. Whoops. Don't want that thing falling. So such a cool card to have. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And I think we'll do something later. Maybe. Depends if I'm still awake or not. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas. I hope things are going well for everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying the game. It really is so incredibly cool. I look forward to getting to play more of it, and I hope to see you guys in the future.